This week on the Big Eyes Podcast,
Mangakas take their PTO,
Vigilantes versus My Hero.
and we go full RSP and light and much more this week on the Big Eyes Podcast. And we are back 2 weeks in a row on, because we went on a really long break. So be happy that you got 2 weeks in a row again. No, it's the Big Eyes Podcast. How's everybody doing today? We're doing great. We're doing amazing. AD, how you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. Chilling. It's E3 season for me. All the gamers really looking on the internet, slandering folks, waiting for games to come out this summer. Something soon. Shout out to all the folks who bought PS5s. They're getting their games coming soon. Shout out to folks who bought Xboxes. Y'all stuff coming on Game Pass. You ain't got to worry about buying games. I'm waiting for the Nintendo stuff. That's on Tuesday. So, you might see me get some tweets off. But yeah, man, everything's good right now, brother.
I think it's low key funny that you are like a Nintendo fan. I don't know why it's funny, but it's kind of funny.
Bro, that's all I've had in my house, bro. From like the old school NES. I still got that joint right there in my living room. I got that. I got my old GameCube with all the games. I lost my Super Nintendo.
GameCube was such a great. I loved my GameCube.
Man, listen. NFL Street got hella playtime. NFL Street.
Oh, bro. Shit. I done probably broke a few controllers over NFL Street. When you gotta first build up your squad or that you got shout out Larry Sanka, nigga, because that nigga was running it. That white man was running it up for me, bro.
Hey, nah, Bo Jackson will run it up too.
Bo Jackson, man. Listen,
he used to go crazy.
Oh man, that shit used to be funny too because that was when Emmitt Smith was on the Cardinals, and I don't know why that's also very funny.
That is funny.
Oh man, man, yeah, bro. Shout out. Was Jerry Rice? No,
I think Jerry Rice was on there.
Jerry Rice was on there. Was that Oakland Raiders? Jerry Rice?
Yeah,
that was Jerry Rice. That's when he had braids. Remember Jerry Rice with braids? Them shits were nip as fuck.
Nah, bro, because on the GameCube they were blocky style, so because they couldn't get like the full braids. So stop at the top of their head, like the
But that's how his real braids were, though. Like in real life, like this man had no hang time on his braids, and his braids started in the middle of his head. So it was kind of like he had a head start, no pun intended, on the braids, and they still stopped early. Like that shit was wild.
Shout out to Jerry Rice.
Shout out. Nah, I don't know if I want to shout out Jerry Rice.
Bro, he is one of the best receivers of all time, bro. You got to give him some love, bro. Like, regardless.
Nigga, do you remember the Popeyes commercial? I don't know if I need to give that nigga the love after the Popeyes commercial.
Send that to me after this. I don't remember that.
You didn't see the nigga eating the chicken on the helmet? That nigga was cooning. I don't know. Hey, you know who don't be cooning? My nigga Randy Moss. Shout out to Randy Moss.
Oh, yeah. Shout out.
That's my goat. So
my goat is Julio, but he went to the Texans. So not Texans, Titans.
Titans. Damn. Once again, y'all could have got him a ship. He could have.
Hey man. He on the bigger and better things right now.
Is he really? Is he actually? It's like
find out next time. Find out in the fall.
Hey, listen. I'm pretty anti NFL right now, so I'm not too invested, but listen.
I'm more invested in the Hawks right now, but I'm like invested in 2022 Hawks at this point. I'm gonna be hyped for the game tomorrow. I want them to go. I want them to go all the way, but like got too many injuries. And
man, listen, even if y'all when y'all really think y'all had something for the Nets?
Listen, I just wanted them to go the distance. If they came up to the Nets, I wouldn't be mad if they lost. I wouldn't. I ain't gonna hold you. That being said, I want them to go all out against the Nets. But Joel Embiid and all of this, I don't even want to get into that discussion. Just know.
It's all good. Big basketball talk. Hey, Loki. Speaking of basketball talk. Speaking of
Speaking
basketball
of
talk
basketball,
and sports.
I
I'm tired of your egregious.
thought you was gonna go with a blue box. I hate you.
Nah, I'm fucking tired of your egregious ass Nine Dragons. I'm tired of it. I don't know what type of propaganda you are trying to like. I don't know. What are you?
I'm starting the agenda. I'm
Why?
starting
What agenda are you? Why? Why are you pushing this agenda? Why are you pushing this agenda, bro? Because when
because
they
it's something different.
listen. First chapter in. Don't I did not forget. You're putting this up there with Ace of Diamond already. First chapter, and then you go on Twitter and you pull out this nigga's better than Reiki shit, and I'm like, all right, dog. Like I don't know what you on right now. I don't know what you on right now, but we have to stop it. We have to stop it.
This is what I want everybody listening to this to do. Go watch Ace of Diamond. Go read Ace of Diamond, and then read Nine Dragons. Or better yet, do it in the inverse because Ace of Diamond got a lot of chapters. And if folks don't like to read One Piece, so start off with something a little bit shorter. You know what I mean? Go ahead. It's what 20 chapters of Nine Dragons right now. Go
19, I
ahead.
think that they stopped at.
Yeah. Go ahead, knock them out, and then start up Ace of Diamond. And then tell me what you think. I'm gonna put it in y'all hands. And we're gonna go from there.
Man, whatever. Listen, listen.
The agenda
Real.
is only to get folks to get into Nine Dragons. That's it.
Nah, but see, no. There's a deeper plot here. There's a deeper agenda here because it's not
Is
just
it?
getting
Is it
people into Nine
really?
Dragons. No, because you don't just make wild statements like that just to get people into a manga. You could have just been like, "Yo, this is really good." Like, "Yo, like we should really check this out." Usually that just works. Usually that works. But you go off the deep end.
Why are you
You
trying
go
to hold up?
full.
Here's the question. Hold on, because you gonna slander me for this, but we got a whole bunch of other folks out here doing that with Naruto and JJK. Now hold on. Well, I can compare two of these things because they're the same sport.
Well,
But those are I'm
I give
saying
those same
no,
people hell.
it's a fair comparison because these are actually the same sport. So why wouldn't you want to compare these two? It's like folks comparing like I don't want to say slam dunk and Kuroko's basketball. That's not where it is. But at the same time, like they're both Shonen Jump properties, and you can look at them in different lights, bro. So it's just like they start from two different spots. One with Ace of Diamond and them like joining a team that's already fine, and then building up your own team and having folks just out the woodwork say, "Oh, I ain't never heard of these guys before. Let me put them on the scouting map." And then you got in the latest chapter, they're scouting for a team for one of the main characters on the team. um he he left another team because like he was cursing out the coaches. He was calling himself the best player and all that. He's not bad. He's a good shortstop. But he's scouting out his old team and they're getting rocked by this new team. It's almost like kind of one for one what happened with Raichi and I think it's Ichidai third and Ace of Diamond. But like the difference is Raichi is only good at batting. The person who is rocking them, he's good at batting. He's good at pitching. This man used to play track and field, and he's just like washing them. So it's
Bro,
like,
do you
bro,
understand? Do you understand what Raichi did? Do you understand what
this
Raichi
man
did to that
three up
man's mental?
Rachi
Do you
though, bro.
understand what he did to his mental? He had that boy fucked up for 2 games off of that home run. Just destroyed that man's mental because he gave up that homer against them. Come on,
We ain't
gotta.
so I can't answer that right now because we ain't getting to the actual like no because
We'll talk later about
we
this.
ain't getting to the actual game. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. All right,
Yeah,
now
what?
leave it into y'all hands. Read Nine Dragons. Go watch Ace of Diamond. Both of them are good. Like it is what it is.
Whatever. Blue Box is though. I mean, Blue Box is good though. I mean, I have. It's funny that you bring up Kuroko's basketball. I literally just started that last night.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's he.
yeah, it's he's hilarious. His character is funny. Like
Wait till
so
you
far.
get to yeah. Wait till you get to Midoriyama, the green hair guy. Wait till you get to him.
All right, but Yeah, I mean the transition was originally gonna go to Blue Box for a second, which I am a fan of. I really love Blue Box. I like how I don't know. I mean, I've been really digging these little love story joints.
Yeah,
Like,
Shonen Jump has been putting out like a lot of love story stuff recently. Like it's kind of, and Blue Box is one of them like really good ones. It
yeah,
has
like
that
you know,
softer style.
yeah, it's really soft. It's funny. This latest chapter, he was on real oh boy,
The hormones started kicking in.
the hormones is kicking on that boy. He was whooping his ass for a second.
Yeah, that man had to sit down for a second, like hold
Boy,
up.
he hit that internally screaming. So if you have not read, but if you haven't read Blue Box, it's since I brought it up, Blue Box is a newer manga. I think it's 9 chapters in right now, or to
Yep.
9 chapters, yeah. But pretty much it's about the star basketball player. She's a girl, and this boy who plays badminton. He has a crush on her. Then she ends up like living with him now, and so he has to like live with his crush, and it's funny. It's really sweet, and like you said, it's really soft. I love that, even how we're laughing about like this whole hormonal moment he was having. It's definitely not raunchy. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not over the top. It's nothing like that. Like it's based in a lot of like real emotion and stuff. So I definitely enjoy it. Yeah, I think Blue Box. It this is a complete side thing, but this is something that actually has been on my mind. um I think Blue Box is definitely something that Shonen Jump wants to really get behind.
Yeah.
The Elusive Samurai. I know you said you're not fully caught up on it. I mean, they had a good chapter this week too, but they are. I really think Shonen Jump is finding something with Elusive Samurai. I think that they are really wanting to get behind that one too. I think they definitely see something special in it. I mean,
Hmm.
during Golden Week, when everything was taking a break, like Elusive Samurai is the one that had the front page, had the front banner, like all that.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, granted, it was like the only one that dropped a chapter that week, or was one of the ones to return back first. But they were. I definitely think Shonen Jump is getting behind Elusive Samurai like pretty heavy. I think they see something with that one. So, I mean,
Uh, I
and
was
it's
gonna
by
say
the
like,
mangaka who did Assassination Classroom, so I'm not surprised either.
yeah, no, I was about to lead into that. Because you see nowadays within Shonen Jump, there are a fair amount of like new mangaka, but you also have the returning ones like the Elusive Samurai author, Witch Watch, which was the person who did Astra Lost in Space. So you have like a lot of familiar faces just like coming back in and promoting the work. I think one of the ones that is still weekly, but it's not on the app because it's raunchy as hell, and like, but they got like 40 chapters, is Ayakashi Triangle, and that one it's got 40 chapters. So there's an audience there, and they're finding their stride with like a lot of different a lot of different manga nowadays. I think for me, I've been caught up to Undead Unluck. That's probably one of the few that I've stayed caught up on through the break. That and Dr. Stone, but we've had that conversation about Dr. Stone.
uh, uh,
But with Undead Unluck, at the very least, like that has evolved into something like very, very powerful. Like I know a while ago we were like maybe it doesn't have the legs, but with the way that they're telling the story, and they're doing it so masterfully, where if you look at the release schedule, um they'll do this thing where at a certain point in the story, because if you don't remember Undead Unluck, it's about negators and umas, which are basically the rules of life. You have Andy, who is undead, he can't die, so he's lived a very long life. And Fuko, who's unluck, she just has terrible unlucky powers, and whenever somebody comes into contact with her, they'll like they'll get injured in some way, shape, or form, from just like a small like cramp to like actual like exploding death or a meteor falling on you type stuff. So it's like it's a really it's a really like bizarre story, but the way that they set everything up, it's like really fantastic. And with their release schedule, they'll do this thing where the enemies that they come into contact with are based on the seasons. And so last year they did winter. Like a few months ago they did winter. Last year they did autumn, And it was kind of interesting to see how they'll take all of these different like enemies and spread them throughout the entire season, so you can kind of get an idea of how long this battle will go. And so right now we're actually in the summer, and we just had this powerful backstory with Shin, one of the first enemies that Andy and Fuko come into contact with, and we get into his story. And the way that they set that up and like created this entire dynamic with all of the powers, all of the characters just like coming together for this climactic battle with Shin and his master. It was fantastic. And now we're getting into the summer enemy, and it's a really dope story. I think people should at least get into Undead Unluck just to see how they kind of do the weekly structure. I think they kind of weave it very well. The only other people who do it just as good and it's like hype nonstop, but we ain't gonna get it for a while is Jujutsu Kaisen. But it is
Man,
like he's been carrying Shonen Jump on his back. Like Akutami needs to break.
all right, before we get into that, just my little 2 cents on Undead Unluck. I think that I I personally feel that it still doesn't have the legs to be this next big Shonen Jump thing. I do think it's good. I think it's good for what it is. I think it's a good story. Personally, for myself, I don't think I don't like there's something in it that feels like it's missing for me. Like something is missing in it, but I do enjoy it. It's a good story. Like I just think it's it's good. Like that's
Yeah.
I don't see anything next level with it as you may see it, but that's fine. But speaking of that next level, yeah, this week we got some news that Jujutsu Kaisen mangaka Akutami is taking a month break due to health
Yeah.
reasons. So right now, I'm not gonna no, I'm not gonna, name any names in this. But right now in the lookout chat, there's a lot of speculation on what is really going on behind the scenes right now. Um because so Shonen Jump releases they release a actual statement saying like, "Yo, Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be on break, yeah, like due to author's health, whatever." And Akutami releases his own statement too, pretty much
Mhm.
saying, to me, it sounds like, "Yo, listen, I really want to finish this up. I feel fine, whatever. They got the gun to my ribs though right now, and I need to take this month long break or whatever, whatever." So I don't know if it's really and like I've seen some pretty other egregious things on the internet, like people comparing him to like Tagashi and shit. I'm like, Tagashi, you know what I'm saying? Like Takashi's actually old, you know what I'm saying? Like there's
Yeah.
some, and like he's been doing this way longer than him. You know,
Yeah.
he's by the time he's only like 27 years old. So like, I
Yeah.
obviously there's probably nothing really truly serious going on. But
Well,
I don't know. We having some back and forth on like what's really going on behind the scenes. We know some people may think it's like he makes last chapter when they were doing kind of the author notes and whatnot. I guess he accidentally uploaded a rough draft, which was crazy because if you read it, it looks like he was just it flowed with the story. Like it didn't even
yeah.
look like it was a rough draft until he actually said something. I wouldn't have even known it was a rough draft until he said something. But he does that, and we're thinking like maybe some slight punishment. He's I don't know.
Yeah. So here's the official statement. I just pulled it up. Um, he says, as explained in the manga page, I have decided to take a break that will probably last about a month. I did have feelings that it's wrong for a rookie like me to take a break that isn't even when the story is between the end that hold on. I did have feelings that it's wrong for a rookie like me to take a break that isn't even when the story is between the end of a long arc and the start of a new one, which is true because we just got to end of Shibuya and we going into the Culling games. And I know that I'm not the only one facing these challenges, but I have been causing a lot of people trouble being later and later with the Jujutsu schedule. So I'm incredibly thankful to be able to take this break. I don't have any kind of serious health issue. However, I did an interview the other day where I said all I need is a half day to do the storyboards, and he was kind of like he did a cat face, or they draw it into the actual page. We might just link it up when we post the episode.
Yeah, we can.
Um, yeah, but I was spending 2.5 days in a position you see here before I could actually start the half day. Then my regular chiropractor moved away. When I'm awake, all of the eateries would be closed. And it all culminated with the dreaded publishing of some art in the rough draft stage. Those are the type of things that piled up, bringing me to my current state. As I said before, I would treat my return like the start of a new series and do my very best. So,
This nigga had a bad week. This nigga had a bad
yeah.
couple weeks. Like, come on. Like, now you
But
gotta.
when you look at what he's been like dishing out, like I could understand because this man was going hard for the last few weeks.
He has
Like,
been. He's been going crazy. This nigga just he had one of those moments where he. I'm sorry, I hate when I laugh at my own shit, but you know the tweet, well, with the DMX crying, break it down, and it's like when you drop your keys at the front door after a bad day. Like, he just had one of those moments. You just had one of those moments, bro. You just had one of those moments. That's it. That's it. They making it seem way worse than what it is. They try to make it seem like this nigga like a whole arm ain't working no more. This nigga's had a string of bad luck, bro.
He said that he felt like he was holding other folks up. So it's just like, all right, I guess. You delivering work, bro. Bro, if here's the thing. It's like if you got a homework assignment due, right? And you trying to make sure that you get like the best grade possible because like you don't accept
homework, so I mean I didn't do homework. I never got less than a B on a test though. I never did homework though. So I can't even relate. Can't even relate. Never turned in homework.
Oh man. Well,
can't even relate, bro.
Well, all right. So we're not even going to talk about that. But I'm just saying, though, like this man still delivers greatness. This man still delivers gold, even when he's late. It's like, can you really be mad at this man if it's like showing up to the party when like there's no alcohol there, and then all of a sudden the man is like 3 hours late, but he got the alcohol, he brought the women, the music coming in, like everything's starting to turn up. You feel me? Like, can you really be mad that this man showed up late if he brought the party with him?
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on. Hey, low key. Horikoshi might have just called in the favor, bro. Horikoshi saw he was doing. He saw what he was doing.
Take him out.
He was like, you know what? I need to, because my hero's been on their shit too. They trying to get on their negativity shit on the same way. It's just
oh yeah,
what Jujutsu's doing right now is next level. Man, that's whack, bro. We got no Jujutsu for a month. We didn't even talk about how Spy Family was like fuck y'all for a month.
Yeah.
Hey, it don't really. Hey, listen, this is like two different sides of the same coin. You got one side where it's like, Akutami actually wants to work, but the Shonen Jump isn't, they're not letting him. Then Endo's like, fuck work, and Shonen Jump's like, please come to work. Like, please give us a Spy Family chapter. He's like, nah, I'm straight. I'm good.
I'll see y'all later.
He turning his phone off. They haven't heard from this nigga in weeks.
I told you that man is on a boat. He actually like went on a cruise.
Yeah, man, listen, he really trying to live his raps right now. He's on some method acting on a different level. He's like, man, it's whack. Now we got two of the top 5 joints not even here for the next month.
Exactly. That's crazy. And then what happened? Black Clover was on break this week. We get Boruto and Super next Sunday.
That's cool.
So that's gonna be a good one. But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. Everybody taking their breaks, but everybody's been also dropping like heat after heat. Like I think May was a big month for all of Shonen Jump. Like,
oh yeah, people were going
all
crazy.
The releases.
I mean, Super's coming back, and we didn't even get a chance to discuss the whole like Granola and Goku fight yet.
Yeah,
Granola had that boy tap dancing though.
Ooh, we're gonna talk about that next week.
Yeah,
Ooh, that might be a good. Hold up,
he was
no,
Michael
that's gonna be
Jackson
the
with.
topic next week. That is gonna be the topic next week. Father's Day, best and worst fathers. We gonna make that the topic next week.
Oh, you already know what my list is. You already know my list. You already know my top three. Should I even say it? I should save it for next
No, no,
week.
no, no. Save it, save it, save it. Because there's also a tweet going out next week, so we're gonna save it.
Oh man, shit. Me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not
This,
gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it
we
now.
just gonna put a picture of
We're
you.
gonna put the pictures. It's me with four different anime dad bodies. It's my face.
Oh
Oh man.
man.
Um nah man, it's yeah. Oh that man, get well soon.
Yeah, get well.
In
We
quotation marks, bro. Get
we can
well
at least
soon.
talk about like what happened at the end of this. It was a 9-page chapter this week.
Hard nine
You know,
pages too. Had
yeah,
her
yeah.
mom was in there
Good
squealing like,
conclusions.
"Don't kill me, please! What did you
Yeah.
do?
So it's like it's the it's the end of like the whole Zenin massacre. She's trying to talk to her mom. All she did was just walk up to her and say, "Why did you tell me to come back?" And she just wanted to have a conversation with her mother. And you know, Maki, Maki's just. I don't even know what Maki actually did because they don't really show it. Like she screams no, and then it just cuts off, and then you see Maki's mom walking out. Noya is still alive. He's breathing, but he's stumbling, like leaking, like
Yeah,
all over the
barely
place, like
alive. That
barely.
boy was dragging his half. His face was beaten in. Just dragging his
Uh,
body like, oh man.
we have Noya right there, and then he's just beaten down, and her mom just comes in and just lays the knife into his back.
Yeah,
Ended that boy. I don't even know if he said he couldn't even use his curse power. Like his curse power was just gone.
yeah. Maki punched on his brain in. Couldn't think straight. Brain was all types of. That boy had CTE to the fullest. That boy, boy, CTE
Oh man,
records, man. Damn. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm happy she didn't kill her mom though. That was
yeah,
like, I was really prepared. I was fully prepared for it. I was like, fuck it, we gonna go there. Like, let's do it. Like, like
yeah,
come on, like, don't give me no suspense. Like, let's just go. Let's do it. Just hurry up and do it. And no, I like the slight pump fake. I like how her mom was. It seemed that her mom was kind of on her side, or at least not even on her side, but at least felt some type of sympathy towards her.
yeah. Like I think with the Zenin family, how their dynamic was and how they always like belittle the women in the family. I think she was kind of happy to see like Maki blossom in this way. I really want to see more of the Zenin family. Like to be honest,
How
like
are you gonna see more of them? They're done.
flashbacks, bro. Like
Yeah, listen,
I,
bro.
you, the, we there are some answers. We the thing that Jujutsu Kaisen does so well is like they'll tease you with like a whole bunch of stuff and like explain it firsthand, and then we'll jump back to it later on. And we see that with like the Gojo flashback when we get like him using Hollow Purple for the first time against Toji. Like it's crazy how they explain some of these powers, even though we see them like just do some devastating shit in the first place and then jump back to it. So I think we could at least get something with the Zenin family in the past, whether it's them clashing with the Gojo family and that's how they get all the cursed weapons, whether it's them like meeting the Kamo family for the first time. I would love to see more of the past of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like we're gonna jump into the future stuff because it's like straight hands that's happening, but I would like to see how these hands developed over the course of time. You feel me?
Well,
That's all.
shit. Zenin family about to get they put off now. Gojo family was like, man, fuck these niggas. They're like, need to get them out of here, bro. They said, fuck that. They put in the official put off request.
well, here's the other thing because they did say like, I think at the end of the chapter they gave like the full body count. Let me pull it up right quick. Not the full body count, but like the ending body count.
Man,
So
shit.
here it is. Those from the Zenin clan who were absent that day would die violent deaths. 6 members of the Hay and 21 members of the Kukuru unit. No residuals were found where they died. but trace amounts of cursed energy thought to originate from a cursed tool weapon were detected in the body's wounds.
This man Maki put up 21-6, nigga. That's some goddamn put up some numbers. Sheesh. 21 and
That's what
6?
that's what I'm
I'll
saying.
take it. I'll take the 21-6.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so they're those members specifically were like a part of like the task force. You know what I mean? It doesn't say anything about regular Zenning members like the
Man,
women or anything.
Maki
That's all.
Levine right
I'm just
now.
saying. Right now, all we know is we got Maki and we got Megumi. And I also saw an egregious tweet. I don't know if I can agree with it or not, but it was like Maki is who you would think, who y'all think Megumi would be, and I'm like,
Nah, no one, no one even compares the two. They're two different type of
yeah,
characters. Like
exactly,
I would never expect Megumi to ever do anything like this. Like Megumi's never, he doesn't even fucking care about the family to the point where he was like, I would even want to kill you niggas. Like,
exactly.
and they haven't done anything to they haven't really done anything to him.
But this is also why Toji is the goat as well, because you would
Yeah,
he took him out the family, like he took him
that's
out
what
the
I'm
family, so he wouldn't
saying.
have to be a part of this. And then you got Maki here, who's a result of that, and it's the splitting image of Toji. Toji is that nigga, top one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Toji's a goat, and it's like it's cool. It's cool that Megumi isn't like his dad. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be as cool if Megumi was like Toji. You know, it's
yeah,
cooler because Maki is like, granted, she's related to Toji, but she's, you know, that's her cousin. I'm thinking, right? Or
yeah. They're cousins.
cousins? 'Cause I was gonna say
Yeah.
uncle. Um, so they're cousins, and it's cool because like Maki kind of had to go through the same type of ridicule as Toji for having no curse energy, and
Hmm.
like you know what I'm saying, and like, but the type of fear that she installed in these niggas, like when you go into the like look at the Noya fight. I mean, even throughout this whole little instance, the whole entire time they keep bringing up like, oh shit, like you know what I'm saying, like she's like Toji. You know,
Yeah,
we haven't seen a non-curse energy user like massacre like this, and she fucking did it. And I mean, that's no, yeah, I don't agree with that statement at all.
yeah. That's why I didn't know how that came to be, but I mean, they're two different people. Though I also will put in my cap for Meals cosplaying as Toji. I want that to happen. Meals, I know you're listening to this. I'm a part of the bandwagon now. I didn't put that tweet out, message out earlier in the Discord, but no, I'm all on
Man,
board.
Bill's
We need
better
that to
fucking
happen.
cosplay, bro. I hope everyone that listens to this episode understands Mills is not cosplaying and he's being whack about it because everybody else is and he's not. I'm trying to figure out my cosplay fit. Still, I don't know who I'm gonna be yet. Y'all send me recommendations of who it should be. I have too many that I want to be, and I'm just kind of like I keep bouncing back and forth on like who I actually want to be.
I had a Blackbeard one from like 2 years ago, but like the
That's
pictures were
heat.
blurry. But it was actually pretty clean.
That's tight.
I do want to find some more. Like it's cosplay season, bro. Like if you feel like you need to dress up as your character, man, like I love seeing all the cosplayers,
Yeah,
bro.
man,
I
that's it.
like
Cosplay's fun.
that
Mills,
is fun.
that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, man. Mills is Toji. Mills is Toto. Mills is somebody. Shit. Pick a buff
Yeah.
character, bro. Come on, Mills. Just pick a buff character and just be him, dog. Be what's the dude from Full Metal's Alchemist and their master's
Oh, Armstrong.
husband?
Oh,
Oh, you
him.
could be Armstrong too, bro. Like, come on, just pick a buff nigga and be him, man. Mills,
Now
yeah.
we got to get the jet. They doing summer at Kame House with Cowboy Bebop, bro.
Oh, Mills
We
is
got to do
Jet.
jet. Jet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mills is Jet.
Jean
That shit will
jacket,
be
bro.
heat. I'll be
Yes.
heat. I'll be vicious. I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know who I'm gonna be yet. I got some options. I'm mad. Jeff got his. Jeff was like, Jeff already knew. Jeff like knew for me. Jeff done known for like 4 or 5 months. He tell me every day. He done show me his little progress reports. Got the fit, got the sword, got this. Like, god damn you, bro. Like, how can you listen? Whatever. I'll figure out mine. But Mills better do one too. We'll force him.
Uh,
I don't care. I'll chloroform that man's face. I'll knock him out. Then he gonna wake up in a fit. Sorry, I've been reading a lot of assassin spy stuff, so I feel like I could. I feel like I could drop in on anybody right now at any moment. I'm feeling confident.
oh man.
But listen, like you say, get well soon. Um,
Speaking of dropping in, I do want to bring up Vigilantes because that chapter did come out just last on Friday, and
before we actually get into the actual chapters with we'll talk my heroes and vigilantes.
yeah,
I kind of like how both of these stories are in a very similar spot.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's kind of creepy, bro.
yeah, it really is. Like they're both in a very similar spot within their story where it doesn't seem like the end, but like they're what I'm saying, like we're at this weird climactic point of just battle, of like them facing their biggest foe. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so I think that where both of these stories are at right now is in a really good spot. I wasn't Vigilantes was one of those like slow build up ones for me because I
Hmm.
was reading it and I was like, all right, man, whatever. Like this kind of feels like you know, I don't know, like it didn't have the same allure as My Hero, but the more you read it, the more you kind of figure out like this is nothing like My Hero, and that's something that I actually
At
really
all.
enjoy about it. It's like, whoa, this is nothing like it. It feels like a much way more mature series. Um, you don't get you really don't get as much as the antics as you get kind of in My Hero. Um, yeah, like it has that it hits that kind of darker tone that My Hero has been hitting at. Like it hits that way earlier in the series, and you start getting that way more. Um, and it's nice because, like you said, like being a vigilante in this in this universe is an actual crime. So it's not even just about them being a vigilante; it's about them like actually kind of living their life outside of being what I'm saying, being a hero in the dark or being a hero on the streets and having to figure out life out and having to figure, what they want their careers to be. But then they, with their, with them being vigilantes, they end up getting kind of in the crosshairs of a bunch of other shit that kind of draws them into this world of heroes and villains. Um, no, I bang with vigilantes though, and I just like
Yeah.
where they're at right now.
Yeah, I agree with you on everything that you said. It's funny because it's like when you do see how vigilantes start off, it's with the characters in their just like everyday life. It's more set in our world in the sense of like we follow the main characters. They're just normal students and they're going to like normal school. They have side hustles, they have side jobs, and they just help the neighborhood out and do like the neighborhood duties until the heroes come up. They're what we would call the first line of defense. You know what I mean? And they handle all of their problems that way. But when you start to dive into like vigilantes for real, you see this, you start to see the connections build up into how it plays into current day My Hero. Like you see kind of the evolution of the quirk drugs. You kind of see like the evolution of how nomus were created. You get to see the origin stories for all of your favorite characters. Like I just read through like Mirko's origin story. That was kind of clean. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like the underground fight club, dog. That was in.
Seeing
She
Young
went,
Miracle, shit, bro. She been
yeah,
bad. She been bad since then, bro. Shit.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like she been bad since then, and then you start to see how All for One plays into vigilantes. It's a really interesting read once you get into everything. Um. And how it plays into the main story. So honestly, if you've been wanting more of My Hero, you should definitely go check out Vigilantes. Like it
I
is a
think,
must read.
and I don't even think if it's for people who even want more My Hero. If you like My Hero, but you're kind of just like, damn, I want My Hero with a little bit more, like I said, maturity to it. Vigilantes is
Yeah,
definitely where it's
yeah,
at.
that's true. Because the characters are older. You get to see how all of these characters get into the positions that they come into play into regular My Hero. Even I think there are. I don't know how many arcs there are to be honest, but like just the way that he evolves the story, bro.
Yeah, it
Like
doesn't
the way
even
that the
feel like
story,
arcs. That's the crazy thing. Like it
yeah,
doesn't even feel like arcs. It just feels like they're telling a story. And then it's kind
Yeah.
of just like, like you said, it just feels like day to day. Like day to day, this is just kind of what, just kind of the shit they fall into, or like things that are happening with them. You get a taste of a lot of you get a taste of some things you haven't even gotten in My Hero yet. Like you can get an American Hero, you get Eraserhead's
Mm-hmm.
backstory, like all these little
Mm-hmm.
different things.
And
But
I
I
think
didn't even
Endeavor
just it
showed
didn't
up
even
not
just
too
hit.
long ago.
Yeah. It didn't even just hit me too that you said that this really is the beginning of them creating no moves.
Yeah. When I first read that, and I was like, oh, it's insane how that actually starts to play out. Because even up to like with the Lady Noggin thing, and you see how like they're able to detonate them from a distance. Like it's crazy, bro. I would say it's a spoiler for Vigilantes, but like we see it in regular My Hero, so you just kind of see like how everything plays up. And I think all for one just played the long ball with the vigilante, because even with the latest chapter he starts to get into the discussion of what does a hero mean, what do you consider like your ideals. Vigilantism and villains are nothing more than just like people who let themselves go rampant, and they make that the primary focal point in Vigilantes, trying to discuss the current day hero society. How can we evolve it? You have the detectives, All Might's friend, his sister, who goes to college with our main character, and she has a whole thesis on the entire like hero society and vigilantism as a whole. And she's like, I just want to push the discussion for it. Like the fact that we even have to have this conversation in the first place is like kind of the problem, don't you think? And then you see her like really push the narrative of trying to make sure that people understand the difference between actual villains and just vigilantes who are just out here trying to like do good things even though they don't have a hero license. You know what I mean? And it's the way that the My Hero world and timeline develops at simultaneously, and how they're writing it, bro. It's like Jordan and Pimpin. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like they just it's back and forth with them, bro. Like that you can't get anything like this in Shonen Jump. I don't think has there ever been a release like this in Shonen Jump that you could think of, where two stories in the same universe are kind of telling the exact same thing. The only things that I could think of that kind of do something like that is like JoJo's.
Nah, it's not. Um, yeah, I can't really think of it. But I mean, how many times do we ever get in Shonen Jump to like a two series who are really based on the same universe, written at the same time?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the cool thing about it. And the thing is that I think for a while, vigilante. Like, once again, you can't go in reading vigilantes thinking My Hero. That's the thing.
Like you can, but that's not the point.
Yeah, it's not the point of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the point of, like, you're supposed to go into vigilantes reading it like, oh shit, like, this is gonna be like My Hero. This is gonna be kind of this. It's not as quirky. It's not as like fun. Like, to me personally, it's not like as bubbly as My Hero really is. Um, but it still hits those tones. You still get to see heroes, and you come in, and it's kind of, and even the heroes that they use and how they use them is really dope. Because you see them in a different light, and it's set in a different time too. It's set, what, probably like
Hmm.
or a few years before.
I would say
uh
about 10 years, because All Might still kind of has his eyes every now and again. They do show him like without the sunken eyes, so it's probably like
yeah,
10 to
I mean,
20
this is
years.
this is this is pre-injured, pre base
Yeah,
head. This is before he got, you know before the crack took
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Oh, this is when he was still a functioning crackhead. Before then, this is before the base took over. But man, nah, yeah, vigilantes. I mean, this chapter was really good. I love how, um, shit, I forgot, man. I lost my train of thought on that one. But good chapter. My Hero also had a pretty solid chapter. I love the
Yes.
type, man. Listen, the more we dig into fucking All for One as a villain,
Yeah.
the more I fucking love him, bro.
Yeah. He might just be like, I, I don't want to say top five for me, but like the man is just he's a madman, bro.
He's
He's
a
insane.
goddamn menace. But like everything is so calculated. Everything
It
is so
is.
calculated. Like even when you think he's down, he's up. That's the crazy shit. Like even when you think he's down, he's
Exactly.
up. Even in this chapter when he has that moment where he's talking to Deku on the video screen, and he's like, man, it's hilarious because like you got all the, you got the little secret hero group in there. They're all talking. He's talking to him. He's like, man, fuck All Might. Pretty much. He's like, man, All Might ain't shit though. But look at that dweeb out of here. Like, boy, like he's like, Deku, my eye. You all I've been thinking about
Hold up,
since
hold
I was
up.
in house prison.
Hold
All
up, we
you
gotta go back. We gotta go back to the beginning because we.
He was like, fuck All
He
Might,
really did
bro.
just say that.
He was
He
like,
did
man,
just
oh
say
my, he was like that bum. He was a bum. He's a goddamn that shrew. What is he? Whatever, man. He's like F All Might. Deku, the whole time I was in prison, I was doing pull-ups thinking of you. He was like, man, I was in my cell thinking of you the entire time.
Hold on. Oh my god, that is hilarious. That's kind of creepy. Also, why you thinking, bruh? Never mind. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. Not the Orochimaru rabbit hole, but nah.
Oh,
Um. So the chapter starts off. Lady Naga got detonated from the inside by Awful One. Fucking menace shit.
god damn, bro. I'm telling you. Is he? Oh, he might be, man. Villain of the year, maybe. I don't know
Maybe.
yet. I don't know yet. Maki's easily the our woman manga character of the year. I don't think she's gonna win that one in a landslide. But man, listen,
uh, See, the only thing
all for
is,
one though. All for one got to do. He might drop his name in that villain of the year conversation.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, you can keep going. My fault. I don't mean to interrupt.
It's all good. Because we after the detonation, you see everybody trying to go save Lady Naga. And Hawks comes in, but his wings ain't really grow back yet. Like so, he's just falling. Deku saves him with the black whip, and he's sitting there trying to talk to her, and he says, I'm your replacement. So if you got anything that you can give us, like about All For One in the situation, please let us know because you're still a hero at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And so you get like flashes of Lady Noggin's past. You see her like just chilling at a desk, just reminiscing on life, and she gives the information that she was supposed to bring Deku to this like secluded mansion in a forest, and he reached out. All For One reached out to some other villains. You kind of get the shadow of like five villains. It might be some more, but you just see five villains in All For One right there. Um,
What's
and
the Batman game where you had to fight? That's Arkham City where you got to fight the assassins on Christmas night.
I think that is Arkham City.
That's what Deku about to be on now. You got to fight them assassins. You about to be in the field alone. He about to go and come at his head, boy. Ooh.
I mean, hey, Deku out for blood because that man was about to storm in, and Endeavor was like, "Hey, bro, you got to chill out. What you doing?" So I
Man,
mean, like,
Deku
I don't know.
he's just on an
Deku,
adrenaline high, bro. He gonna get punched out and it's gonna be funny. Right, I think they're just training him. They don't want him to lose that second round against Shigaraki. I still got Shigaraki on that one. I don't know. I'm putting my money on Shigaraki in round 2.
that's not how it's gonna go. Not well. Here's the thing: it might go that way, and then we get to round 3, and Deku come back like and
Because
sweep this man.
I'll say round 1 was really a tie.
Yeah,
Round 1 was really a tie. He didn't really have control over his powers yet. You know what I'm saying? I think round 2, Shigaraki kind of come back and punch that boy head off for a second.
yeah. He might get that man CTE for real.
Then
He,
we gotta get around. Then they gotta do the trilogy. I feel they gotta do the trilogy
yeah, yeah.
because
They got you.
you know what I'm saying. You get the tie, you get the one in the one. You know what I'm saying. You keep it safe. Everyone's safe.
hmm
That's what.
Deku gonna throw that one good haymaker,
Man,
sleep him,
listen.
and then reach his hand out and be like, "It's okay, my friend." And it's
Shigaraki got sa 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 sa.
nah, this is gonna be awful when they give him that.
Baby, shit. Listen, I don't want. Listen, all for one got contingencies, bro. He might have another
He do.
motherfucking body waiting somewhere for him. I think round 2. That's when we see All Might die.
Oh man, that's ooh.
Because
I would not want to see that.
I think round two. That's when Shigaraki actually get to disintegrate that man's neck, turn that nigga to dust.
And break this man. Oh,
Sick man,
uh,
sick stuff.
villain of the year. I'm sorry. We ain't
uh,
even there yet.
we're not even there.
um, but
Okay.
we get him going into the mansion. It's empty. And Deku's just looking around, and that's when we get the vision of All for One. Like he has like a little hologram, on some Tupac shit projector on the wall saying, congratulations, you made it here. But because you made it here, that must mean that she done told you about this plan. She failed at the mission. So, you know, props to you for even making it this far. Um, and then he goes into the whole spiel about people go on about quirks, preaching the merits of individualism, and he just goes into the entire thing about being constrained in this hero society and not being able to express yourself, because quirks are kind of like a person's individuality. They kind of show off like the type of person that you are. And we got so many different things and different ways that people express their quirks into this universe, same way how people kind of like have their own like individual expressions. It's a really motivational thing, and it kind of he's on his soapbox. So we get to talk about it doesn't matter. I'm just really interested in you. So All Might
I
doesn't
gotta,
interest me.
I gotta. What does he say about All Might? It's so funny. Like he like
No, oh,
suds
he
this
says he
nigga.
says All Might no longer interests me. I've moved on from that great useless oath.
Oh, that man useless.
Can you
Oh
guess who was on my
my
mind the entire time I was in jail?
god.
You.
You, nigga, you. He called that man a oaf. Oh my god. He called him useless. My
But
Jesus.
here's the thing: he's trying to eat at Deku and break his will, because he's like, the path you've chosen is a thorny one. Every battle grinds away at your soul with no end in sight. So he
You do
knows,
kind of
like,
start seeing that though. Like Deku Loki
yeah,
looking like he about to lose it. Like
yeah.
he's too like even now he's like, man, fuck it, let's go, let's charge in the battle. Like I'm trying to
But
kill
when
this
you
nigga.
think about
Like
it, though, think about where Deku started from chapter one. He was like, he just wanted to be a hero. He saw All Might always smiling, saving people on the web. You know what I mean? And he was inspired at a young age to do these great things because all he saw was great things, even though he was told that he couldn't do them. So he has Bakugo as his friend, and he's like, get off me, you damn nerd. Shout out to Bakugo, my guy. And
class one
he
A,
was a
hey, class one A in their second year still doing homework. This nigga out in the field right now. Like I know Bakugo pissed. He like, bro, he out
yeah.
there probably blowing shit up. He probably got, you know what I'm saying? He already out here killing cats and doing X, Y, and Z. I'm in his classroom. I think we're gonna see a more reserved Bakugo though when they finally show him again.
Yeah, yeah. Or nah, I don't think so. Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. Bakugo's still gonna be Bakugo.
Nah, I don't see it because pretty much now he's like the lone leader in that class now. Like before every like for real, like I mean you get this really early in the story. I want to say really early, but like early enough in the story where even Azawa says there's two people in this classroom that people follow behind. It's Deku and it's Bakugo. Like wherever they go, that's where the class is leading. Whatever that energy, anything like that, like that's where they're leading. Um, and I think now with Deku gone, I think Bakugo now has to carry that weight of being really the sole leader in that class of wherever I go, this entire class is gonna go. Deku ain't here no more. So it's kind of like I'm not saying that he's gonna be like fully calmed and shit, but like I do think that when we see him again, I mean, I hope so that how they write his character. I hope we see that he is a bit more matured in a way where it's like, man, listen, like I mean, you even kind of see it when they do the class 1A, class 1B thing, where Bakugo pretty much takes out everyone by himself, but people think that he's going crazy, but it's like in reality, they're like, oh shit, like he actually has a full plan, like he's actually, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
So
I
I don't know.
for me, I would agree with you if it weren't for like the small little thing about Deku actually leaving the school and we don't see Bakugo there, but we see everybody else there sitting in that room when he left the note. So it's like I feel like he went on the Vegeta thing where he just went off and trained on his own, or probably called like best genius or somebody just to like let off some steam and like try to work on himself. You know what I mean? Like he went on a spiritual journey, but really he was just like blowing up some shit in the parking lot. Um, but yeah, man, I think that when we get back to 1A, we're gonna see anything, and it's I still find it funny how we don't see anything about the second years whatsoever. Like we even get Mirio, we get the big three in the whole hero raid and everything, but we don't see anything about like the second years. So I really want to see how they come up into this whole next arc with UA. Um, but that's a whole nother topic. I think where we end off here with um, you know, all for one being a menace and trying to blow up Deku in this building to break his will. It's kind of like crazy because we're getting to the point where we need to see Deku have that big change. What really turned him into like a hero? Because even in Vigilantes, we see what turned Aizawa kind of into a hero with what's his name? Shiragumo? I think his name Shirakumo. Um and how he that really affected him and how he became, a hero and how he evolved into a teacher thanks to President Mike. You kind of see those things evolve. And with Deku starting out from his journey from episode one, chapter one, him just wanting to be a hero, seeing what it takes to even get this far, seeing all his classmates around him work out their quirks when he didn't have one to begin with. And then we get into the hero raid and he starts to see all of the damage, all of the people around him dying. They hear about all of the things that, caused this devastation. And it was really all because All for One really wanted him. It's like crazy to see like how does Deku process this? How does he take this? And we saw in the visage how all of the holders of One for All accepted him because like no, that's a really good quality to have. But you see how his ideals contrast against the holders. So I think we're really finna get into like the real meat and potatoes of what my hero is gonna be all about. And from this point on, it's about to be some wicked stuff.
Also, yo, didn't he blow up the mansion?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He blew up the mansion.
Yeah, like this is shit, bro. Damn, man, that's my nigga, man. Fuck it, I fuck with man.
Wicked on some wicked shit,
That
bro.
nigga, that nigga built different, bro. That nigga is
The
really
only
built
other
different.
wicked person that we see this week is fucking Kaido from One Piece. And he's just about to put the belt to his
Oh,
daughter.
bro, his Kaido's about to beat the brakes off of his daughter. I feel so bad, but
Wait. Well, technically, I don't know if we can say that, like, because she identifies as Odin, a guy. So I mean, that's a touchy subject, but
oh yeah.
just you
Well,
know.
he about to beat them up. He's about to
Yeah,
beat the brakes off of them
yeah.
because
He about to do some child disciplining.
yeah, you about to whatever he man. Listen, Kaido a different man. Kaido like this nigga pulled up in beast form. They transformed to man beast form. He was like, nah, I'm about to I ain't holding back. He said the fuck. He said fuck all that. He said fuck all that. Fuck all that. Yeah, shit. He was like, I'm about to woo, I'm about to One Piece is kind of all over the place though. It's chaotic.
Oh yeah, it's definitely chaotic. And it's
Nami
going on break this week.
Nami had her moment this week.
Yeah, she did.
Shout out to Zeus.
Shout out to Zeus. But here's the thing. So we kind of see this coming because a lot of people kind of speculated that way earlier in this raid, Nami had Zeus and Zeus tried to go back to Big Mom. Zeus is the little homie for Big Mom. He's a piece of her soul thanks to her soul fruit powers. It's all over the place. If you want to get more into that, I would say dive into our 2 hour long discussion, with Carlos and HBCU anime. Um,
Shout out
but
Big
yeah,
Mom
man.
Carlos.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. So we get into the raid. We have Zeus here. He got saved by Nami because in one of the most recent chapters, Big Mom started to take his soul back, and they were slandering Zeus. They were like, "Bro, you are good for nothing. Like you just
But
dipped us. Like
body bagging
you
my
switching
nigga.
sides.
Now
Like
he was a
what?"
switch sider though. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, there's a. Yeah, I mean, he did. I mean, he was switch sided over food though. I mean, Big Mom raised that. You know what I'm saying? Really, at the end of the day, this is over. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's
Hey,
over some food.
now that you mention that,
That's what
like,
I'm
can you
saying. Think
because Big
about
Mom
it.
really do be switching for food.
Man, you know what I'm
Like,
saying? You give her a good meal, she'll fuck
hey
around with the fuck around.
yo,
You know what I'm saying?
hey yo,
Uh huh. Uh huh. This is what she
think
raised.
about it.
This
Think
is what she
about it.
raised. You know, like she can't be too mad. They can't be too mad at him. Listen, Nami was like, "Yo, listen, I got these little weather balls for you." He was like, "Damn, nigga,
Mm.
these shits is good." She got that boy hooked on it. Hooked on,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Hooked on
Got
phonics.
hooked on. Saved that man life. Now he's a part of her little climb attack baton. So like that's actually a cold power up for Nami in itself. Like now he can basically transform her weapon into like a mace, or make sure all of their attacks hit. So with this chapter, um, we see them floating in Onigashima still. They're above the fire festival, the whole like festival where they kind of honor the dead in Wano, and you see Otoko, who's a child orphan, um, and she's hanging out with Kitetsu, who's the creator of one of the swords that Zoro owns. I forget which one. I forget the names. All the swords are like pretty dope, and I'm not going to get into that. But they're just looking into the sky and just enjoying the moment, not realizing that
I told
Kaido's
you.
finna come crash their whole party.
Yeah, he about to come down there and just be like, man, no, fuck all this shit. Kaido's so sick of it. Kaido Kaido's a funny villain because he's like, man, listen, I just want to torture y'all and just and live my life. And y'all over here trying to like, upheave and revolutionize, yada yada yada. He's like, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of y'all not trying to let me be a villain. I just want to be a villain and possibly die one day. That's it. And
Like, if you think about where the party, where this whole night started, these niggas was just throwing a big ass party, like invited a whole bunch of different pirate crews that were under him. Like they would have music going.
you know what I'm
Queen
saying?
was the
He was like, bro,
DJ. Like
listen.
they were
He's like,
having
bro,
fun.
listen, I'm trying to drink my liquor, you know what I'm saying? Listen to my music, be with my women, like do my thing, and not even have to deal with the rest. And now look
Yeah.
at you. Now look at you.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the anime just got to the beginning of the raid. So if you want to see like how this is going right now, you go ahead and check out the anime. It's insane. The animation quality for Wano has been spectacular. Um, but yeah, man, they in a whole skirmish now. They start talking. They start breaking down the numbers and how like the little girl Tama has been making them all of the gifters who are the half animal people, not the minks who are the actual like furries, but the half animal folks that were transformed by devil fruits. They start breaking down the numbers, and Tama was able to convert some of those numbers onto Luffy's side thanks to her devil fruit powers. Um, so now they show that it's 20,000 versus 7,000, and when you think about it, like
That's a
they've been holding out.
that's a hilarious ass. We gotta fight a 13,000 difference, bro. The fuck? The fuck? I'll be
Yeah.
sick. I'll be like, man, nigga, I'm going home. What the hell? I gotta.
They can't go home. They still in the sky, bro.
That's out the jump. I'm like, I don't fly, bro. I got the fly. I got the bye bye fruit, nigga. Adios. Fuck it out.
I'm dead, dog.
Nigga, I got to go home fruit. Yo,
Shit, that's what Momo did last chapter. That man jumped out. That man said, "Nah, bro, we got to get up out of here. It's getting too chaotic here." Um, but yeah, so we get into they start breaking down the numbers, and there's this one girl Bao Huang who is like a flying squirrel. She kind of relays the message. She's basically a big intercom system, um, kind of like the Demon Slayer things. You know what I mean? Because they have
yeah,
like the little eye on.
the crows, right? Or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so she kind of is an intercom system like that. So they tell her to like go run to like the live floor so that she can like spread the message to everybody in the whole entire area. Then you have Nami and Usopp going to like find them, and they run into Ulti, who is one of Kaido's like flying six, who are like his six elite members. They have their own special crews or whatever like that. Um, and they run into her. Now, mind you, earlier in the story, she head butted the fuck out these niggas. Broke Usopp's skull. That's why he's in bandages right now. Nami already knows the pain too, but she stood up to Nami. Like Nami stood up to her, so shout out to Nami. And then you get the reveal of Zeus being in the climb attack, and she swings at this. Well, it's so good how like you see that she ain't even forget that Zeus was switching sides. Let's start there. She ain't even forgive him yet, and she's just like, I ain't forget my guy. Like we still got some stuff to work out, and he's like, oh damn, that's right, my bad.
My bad.
So they see,
Shit. My bad.
so yeah, so you got Uti here. She kidnaps Tama, headbutts Usopp. Nami comes in with the Zeus club and knocks the fuck out of her. And it's like, hold on, like,
Usopp
what you
pussy,
doing?
bro. Usopp can't handle a headbutt. It's whack.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
That's
Hold on,
whack.
cause what's
You
whack
can't
is
handle.
her
You can't
brother.
handle a headbutt, bro.
Bro, that man got his skull broke. Luffy could barely handle her for a hot second. Like there was, bro. She's built different. Her brother is trash. Her brother got knocked out by Big Mom and then got knocked out by Sanji. Like in part two of this story. Like nah, her brother's trash. She's built different. I got respect for her. But yeah, Usopp at least like put some separation because she had Tama in a chokehold for a hot second, and shot a little plant, a little green star. Got some separation, and then Zeus comes out, like throws down a big lightning bolt on Ulti, and this is where I'm like, you know, this is where the power up comes in handy because it's not necessarily like a huge power up, but his goal is to like just make sure all of her attacks land. So that's kind of dope in itself. Like if I can have 100% accuracy on you, like a heat seeking thunderbolt, my guy, like come on, that's kind of cold. That's kind of cold.
Oh yeah,
So shout out to
definitely, yeah, yeah. Nah, Nami came up. Nami did her thing. I'm still more stuck on Kaido.
yeah,
Kaido been beating ass this entire time.
yeah.
Beat
Kaido
Luffy's
skipping out on the
ass.
Father's Day conversation.
Oh yeah, he's definitely in it. He's definitely in it. He's definitely in it. He been sunning these
Nah.
niggas, bro. He been sunning everybody that been stepping up to him.
Oh man.
Beating ass. No Lin Lin either.
No Lin Lin.
He didn't even need her around. She was just there she was there like a garnish, like parsley. Yeah, she was just there. He was just like, F it, if you want to fight with me, you can. I don't really need you. Like shit, I handle this my own. Man,
But
smacking
see,
cats up and smack Luffy up.
here's the thing though, bro. Like Kaido sitting here trying to give his daughter generational wealth. You feel me? Because he's like, bro, there's a reason that I'm here in Wano right now.
He's
And I
like,
just
I
need you to
want
be
you to be the shogun. I
Shogun.
just need you to be the shogun. And you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Generational wealth, my guy. Like
And they
that's
don't
something that we
want it.
missing
They
out
don't want
sometimes.
it. They don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is what it is, man. Listen, Kaido,
It is.
Kaido gonna beat. He beats sense into people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's you look at Kingdom Man. He out now.
Oh yeah, that man's done so.
Yeah, but nah, man, a fun. I don't even want to say it's a light week. It was a good week in manga. Oh, last thing before we go, I mean, back to Jujutsu Kaisen. We didn't even talk
Oh
about it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We got that movie announcement. Chapter
Yeah.
0. You about to see that boy
Yeah.
Yuta on the big screen.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I need them to
real
announce it to be worldwide. I'm sorry, bro. I
goat
need them to
talk.
say
Goat talk. You think this? You
I
think
need
Jujutsu Kaisen gonna leap Demon Slayer movie?
yes. Hell yeah. It easily. And this is why. Because it's the prequel.
Oh
It's
yeah.
set before the story, and so like anything that happens, you kind of don't need the main story to like appreciate the movie or like appreciate Yuta and everything that he has going on. He just shows up and is like a boss ass nigga. But like if you watch the prequel, you get the
You
story
get
and you see how he
yeah.
balls. Come on, bro. Come on. You
Man,
get the
listen,
Christmas Eve massacre, him versus Ghetto. Come on, man. That's about to be
it's
lit.
about to be crazy. I can't wait. It's Christmas Eve too, right? They said for the. I
Yes.
mean, the
Yes.
poster looks dope too. The poster looks hella dope.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
excited for it, man. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll jump. When does we haven't even got a season 2 release date, have we, for Jujutsu Kaisen?
Uh, nah, I think that's coming next year because they still, Mappa is doing Chainsaw Man, and we get the preview for that at the end of this month.
Oh yeah, huh? Oh, and
Yeah.
that's fall, right? That's gonna be damn near around October.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
thinking Jujutsu Kaisen will probably be early next year. Yeah, I can see early next year.
Uh, I could see it. Yeah.
I don't
We
see
also
them
got
trying
to
to.
get.
I don't see them trying to hold off too long, especially after the movie.
So here's the question.
We'll either get it like near movie time, so probably like a November, or we're probably gonna get it after movie, like around February. Latest I
Here,
see it
here,
going this spring.
here's the biggest question that we might have to ask at the end of the year because we're getting three Shonen Jump anime movies this year. We already got Demon Slayer, we're getting Jujutsu Kaisen, and then we got My Hero. So which one do you think is going to be like the best out of all three of these?
I know My Hero's gonna be the worst. I won't be 100. I won't be 100. I don't listen.
Ooh.
I'm only saying that based on the fact that that last My Hero movie was. Can we be honest with the people? It was kind of poo
See,
putt.
I agree with you, but this is why I think this movie is going to be better because they learned from the mistakes. The first movie was Heat. The second movie was Air. So they learned from their mistakes. I hope they learned from their mistakes. And this one about to be like all gas, no brakes.
I mean, the biggest thing that they had was the biggest thing that they had in that trailer was mass murder Deku. And now you're kind of like, oh shit, like what is this gonna be about? But I feel that like the actual plot behind it is gonna be something dumb. It's gonna be like on some like brainwashing, but like Deku's not actually brainwashed or just brainwashing the people. I know that they're gonna be traveling, so I know that it's gonna be set probably in a different setting outside of Japan, which is cool. But
Yeah, it's going to be the world.
yeah, so I don't know, man. I think that that Demon Slayer movie was just too beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful, and it was canon. So it's kind of like it was kind of a necessary movie. That's where they kind of went right with it. It's like they like niggas have to see it if you want the actual full story.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but man,
I think that's the worst part about that movie, though. The fact that niggas have to go see it.
but then you see it and you're like, damn, like this shit's amazing. It's like worth it. It's
Yeah,
worth
but
seeing
like,
it. Like I would understand if it was. I would understand if it was like if it was bad and it's like, damn, I gotta see this movie and it sucks. But it's like you see the movie and you're like, whoa, like this is you know what I'm saying? It gets you more hyped for season 2. It
yeah,
makes
I
you
mean, I agree with you on that.
and then I think that's the issue with My Hero is that they keep doing non-canon stuff and they keep trying to tell some original story. And I think that with them continuing to try to tell an original story that isn't pretty much, let's be honest, trying to tell an original story that isn't um All Might's like origin story is them just doing too much.
I don't think it's that in that regard. I think it's more along the lines of like how we have My Hero doing a what if with all of their movies. Like the first movie was what if Deku and All Might did like a double Detroit smash. Spoilers for the end of that movie. But then you also have like what if we have this other character use all for one or one for all, you know what I mean? Well, also all for one because it's kind of like a side plot and kind of integral to the raid that we got last year. And then you're with this new movie, it's kind of like what if we introduce the world? Like, how are we going to show how these heroes affect the world and take on this type of different style of plot? I think with that, with My Hero, and even with Vigilantes included, the entire universe of My Hero, I think you can't really say that it's non-canon stuff because they all do different things that kind of play into the entire canon of My Hero itself.
But like, but no, I mean, not really, because think of the two hero shit, like, or
That's
what?
what I'm
I mean,
saying.
I
There
mean,
was a they did a manga prequel for that.
or what's was? Are you talking about? Okay, so wait, I'm trying to remember. The first
The
movie
Heroes
was
Rising.
Heroes
The,
Rising. There we go. That's what it's called. Here, you talking about the one where they do the prequel of the villain? That was whack.
yes,
That was it
but
was
it's
the
still
same
but it's
story. That was,
canon. It's canon. It's kind of
it
canon,
was
bro.
4 pages, and it was the same exact little thing that he had said before in the movie. It's not really canon. Also, if it's like playing off of like this extended canon universe, then the whole Bakugo getting one for all thing was super whack. Um,
But this is why I'm also like they're going to do this third movie better. Like I'm not saying that I liked how they did the thing. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Bakugo doing like the one for all stuff was kind of clean, but the music killed it for me. But I think they use these opportunities to showcase, different aspects of the My Hero universe without having to like really break the main story.
eh, maybe, I don't know. I
But
mean,
Jujutsu
I'm gonna
Kaisen
see
though,
it. I'm gonna see all three. I mean, I've seen one
yeah,
already, like three
yeah,
times.
same, same.
Saw it on bootleg twice. Then I saw it in theaters. I'm a boot.
Hey
Listen,
man, I need Jujutsu Kaisen to be released worldwide, or else I'm gonna do the same thing on Christmas Eve, and we're gonna have like a
shit,
Christmas special.
fuck it, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna get that movie regardless. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get it.
for
I'm gonna watch
sure,
regardless.
for sure.
But you know, we are now at the end of the Big Eyes podcast. Thank you everybody for listening. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you catch us at the Lookout RNC. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure that you are following RNC Radio Live on all socials, and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts too. We just some guys talking about manga, talking about anime, having fun with it. Make sure you follow One Mage Academy. It's the 80s aesthetic page. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, before we do the sign off, we have a little special guest here that that wants to say hello. She's been bugging me the entire episode. She wants to come say hi. Here, come here. Just tell everybody. All right, here. I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I just want you to say who it is. Okay, so I have on a Sailor Moon shirt right now. Me and her watch Sailor Moon together. Do you want to tell the people who is your favorite Sailor Moon character?
Nobody.
No. Oh, now nobody. Who's your favorite Sailor Moon character? Come
I
on.
don't know.
You don't know? Okay, which Sailor Moon do you pick one from the shirt? Which one's your favorite? Okay, bye. You bugged me the entire time to be on the show, and now it's your time to shine. And now you're not trying to talk to the people. Which one is that? Say it.
I don't know.
You know which one that is.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh.
We go through them all the time. You tell me them every other day. Which one is that?
I don't know.
Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you say Sailor Moon is my favorite sailor?
Hero meal.
Okay. All right. Cool. Are you done bugging me now so you can be on the show? Okay, yeah. See, listen, man, listen, man. Kids, they sit there, they want the spotlight. They want the spotlight. You give them the spotlight. You don't be shriveling up on the spotlight, girl. You know how to get down. AD, what's the sign off, bro?
Please read more manga, watch more anime, drink more water, live more life.